Good evening, everyone. Buenos noches. My name is Bobby Smith. I'm the field president for Powur, and we are honored to have you here for tonight's presentation. Our goal here tonight is to give our guests all the information they need about who we are, our game-changing business model, the solution that we provide to the solar industry, why you should join us right now and be a part of the future of solar and renewable energy. If you look at our humble beginnings, we were founded by our CEO, Jonathan Budd. Jonathan's one of the most successful young entrepreneurs in America. Jonathan had a vision in the rainforest, put up $1 million of his own money to build a sustainable, renewable energy company. We are a public benefit corporation. If it's not good for our children and for theirs, we simply won't do it. As you dig into our company, any great company, we'll be a $300 million company next year. We are heading towards a $1 billion IPO. Any great company has a great team. Dean Rosenberg just joined us, whose last company sold for $30 million. And the rest of our executive team, from sales, procurement, finance, accounting, every division of our company, from marketing, many of them are Googleable. It's just an extraordinary group of talent, and it's an honor to work with them. If you look at the timeline of our company, I always say there's a big difference between I've got a good idea and we're 5 years and over $10 million invested. We worked with the largest solar company in the world, Solar City. We knew we couldn't scale with them. We signed on with 100 of the top solar companies in the United States, which means we've been vetted by, we've been looked at, we've been joined by over 100 of the largest solar companies in the world because they wanted to be a part of what we're doing. We went online and we raised money privately. We raised more money in a private crowd fund raise than any company in the history of the world. In just a few weeks, over $1.4 million. Over 5,000 people paid to join our platform. We have 500 to 600 new people joining every single month. And what changed the game for us was in the first quarter of last year, we launched the only true cost of goods, transparent revenue share model in the solar industry today, which means we're going to show you every dollar in the deal. We're going to show you the profit. We're going to pay you 70% of the net revenue, which is more money than you can make owning your own solar company. It just doesn't get any better than that. I think our core values is something we are equally as proud of. It's one thing to make a lot of money. It's another thing in how you do it. We're reminded that how we treat each other, how we work every day in the society that we're living in today. As a public benefit corporation, we serve our community. We serve man and womankind. We have a program to offset any of the emissions that we add to the world, either trucks delivering panels, panels going on roofs, the manufacturing of same, because we feel strongly about a cleaner and better world. The father of renewable energy said that if you want to change things, don't fight the existing reality, build a model that makes the old model obsolete. And that's what we've done. We've broken the old solar model. We have changed the game. And that's why we are the fastest growing solar company in the United States of America. Why? Because we put you first. If you make a decision to join Powur, then you are our most valuable asset. We're going to give you support every single day, training in English and Spanish. We're going to pay you more money faster. We're going to communicate with you. We're going to care. We have over 700 people enrolled in a free personal development program that is given by Jim Bunch, one of the top personal and business development trainers in the world, who's the head of our training and culture division within Powur. Again, there are so many things that set us apart from every other solar company. We just hired a data scientist to be able to track information that the average solar company can't even think of. In the old model of solar, you might take a job for a solar company. Maybe you're really talented, you cut a deal. No matter what you do, the commissions are smaller. There's little or no support. There's no passive income. It never gets any easier. We have people earning multiple six-figure passive incomes, override incomes. In the old model, there's no equity, there's no ownership, there's nothing scalable about it. In the new model, in the Powur model, you are selling for yourself. You basically own your own solar company. You're going to make more money here than anywhere else. Again, training and support in multiple languages every day. You can build passive income. You can own equity. And because we're a tech company, we're spending over $100,000 a month building proprietary technology that no one in the industry has. And we believe the people that are building with us over the next several years will become millionaires in the stock opportunities alone, just like all the other great tech companies. We're privileged tonight to have a gentleman joining us tonight, Farid Alba. Farid, are you out there?
Yes, I'm here.
We're so honored to have you, my friend. And,
Thank
you
you.
know, you've risen to the top of our company, which makes you one of the top professionals in the solar industry. But, like many of the people that have joined our company, your background is not as a solar professional. Can you share a little bit about your professional background?
Well, in 2010, I started developing apps for iPhone and Android, just selling there. So when I came to Power, I mean, I knew what a solar panel was, but I didn't know how they function, how you sold them, nothing at all, nothing at all. What I did see was that it was a very big opportunity and not one that you wanted to miss, no matter what background you came from.
I understand. What got you most excited when you saw Power, or even today? What are you most excited about?
Well, but I explained this in one of my videos. When you want to start a business, you have a couple of options. Either you can invest a lot of money and a lot of time, and you never have anything guaranteed, and you don't know if it's going to work or not. Or you can take an opportunity like Power, where all you have to do is basically invest time. That's all you have to do. Be willing to learn and invest time. You don't have to pour tens of thousands of dollars because Power already did that for us. The structure is there. So that was mainly it, the platform.
Yeah. And Farid, I'm on the corporate side, right? It's my job to make everything sound good, right? And we're learning every single day and we learn from our mistakes. But from your seat, what has your experience been with Power personally, professionally? Is this a company that does what they say they're going to do? Or are they innovating? I mean, what have you experienced so far?
Well, coming from a tech background myself, that's something I love about Power. That there's always changes in a positive way. It's You're always doing your best to do something a little better, a little faster, make the process a little leaner, I guess. And when you're building something huge like Power is, that's just amazing. Because I mean, I fully understand this because of my background. Some people don't understand that for you to use, uh, I don't know, the platform. You see an app on the web and you say, $49 a month or whatever, but it takes hundreds of people to make it work seamlessly. So I know this because I come from that background. So it's just amazing. I love it.
So there's two sides to Power that we always talk about. There's the rep experience and there's the customer experience. I think you've shared the rep experience.
Mhm.
What about the customers out there? What about the people out there that you talk to as customers that want to save money, that care about a cleaner world? What's been the experience of your team and yourself as far as the customer experience of transitioning to solar, clean energy?
Well, one thing I can say is that a lot of the feedback I get from customers also comes through people in my organization, obviously. And the way we do it at Power, I guess it's more of we take the time to educate the customer, the homeowner, which is something people value because they see us more as educators than just a salesperson trying to push something in a shady form. And talking to and I'm not name companies or anything, but I talk to salespeople from all kinds of solar companies, and some of them don't even know what they're selling, and they're doing more of a harm to homeowners. And whenever we talk to homeowners, they're truly thankful to what we're doing, taking the time educating them.
And Fareed, you're building in multiple cultures and multiple languages. I would say 60% or maybe more of the performance in our company is in the Hispanic, Latino marketplace. I mean, how do you feel about that? How's that working within your organization?
Well, to me, that's awesome. I mean, I would say in my personal organization, it would be more like 85%. It's a Latino market, maybe even more. So, but I haven't even gotten started with the English market. That's the reality. But I want to make sure this is working correctly first, and then we can dive into that. But I love it, man. I love it. I'm happy for the opportunity, for the way things are working out and the way we're growing. I mean, I'm just excited.
And look, Fareed, we know you're a very successful businessman. You've made millions of dollars in your career. I know how highly respected you are in your industry and in your market. So from your seat, where do you, having been in the right place at the right time before, where do you see this going for you, your family, your team? What direction do you see this going?
Well, I can tell you this, Bobby. If you are somebody that's looking to make $100,000 a year or $100,000 a month, this is the company. This is the opportunity. We're in the right industry with the right business model at the right time. You can get all those three together at the same time too often.
It is timing. Fareed, I often tell people it's crazy to think that next year will be a $300 million company and nobody knows who we are. Just from your experience, from a guy who's been in the right place at the right time. I mean, how rare in that is in business and in life to catch a company at this moment.
Well, it is very rare, and I'll tell you why. When you find an opportunity where the barrier to entry is not too high, but not too low that just anybody can come and mess it up. And then you have the right compensation plan. That's something that you don't see, maybe once in a decade, from different industries. And like I said before, some of these opportunities are going to take a lot of money to get started. The beauty of Powur is that you don't need any money to get started.
We spent the 10 million, right?
Exactly.
Fareed, we just want to say how honored we are to have you be a part of this company. Guys like you don't grow on trees. We know that. And the elegance and the class and the training and everything you bring to Powur really means a lot to us. I know to your team, I know to your colleagues in Powur, and we're just thankful that you're a part of it. We look forward. We know that you're going to be a multi-million-dollar earner here, a major stockholder, and we're just honored to have you on tonight. So we appreciate it. Any closing remarks for anybody that's a guest of yours, your team, or anybody that's here tonight?
Yeah, guys, I talk about this. I do most of my videos in Spanish, but remember, Powur is a platform. You're the one that gets to decide how you make it work. Build a team, build a system to make it work for you according to your goals, to your personality, to your abilities. This is a blank canvas. You get to do whatever you want to do. If you do it the right way, there's no limit. The sky's the limit.
Just bring your paintbrush, right?
Right. Thanks for the opportunity of being here, guys.
Buenas noches. Thank you, sir. Gracias. Muchas gracias. So thank you, Fareed. Again, we're so honored. Folks, before I turn it over to Mr. Thompson, I always try and keep this really simple. There's nothing fancy about this. If you draw a circle around your life, tonight, if you're on the phone, you're going to be on your cell phone. That's an online platform. Communication today is by LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter. That's how people communicate, Instagram. You're not hopping in a taxi cab. You're going to call Uber or Lyft. EXP is the third largest real estate company in the United States. There's a good chance you're shopping at Costco. And anything you're buying on the planet is probably coming via an Amazon truck. Folks, it's simple. If communication, transportation, travel, groceries, and retail have all completely shifted to an online platform, those companies are being dominated. The richest people in the world are coming out of those marketplaces. If all of those industries are being dominated, the basic fundamentals of your life, then why would anybody with a drop of entrepreneurial blood not understand that solar must go to an online platform? And if in fact solar is just the beginning, if you connect the dots, if renewable energy is the greatest shift of wealth and perhaps the most important one in the history of man and womankind, and Powur has firmly established itself as the online leader in solar and renewable energy, and you're catching us at this magical moment before the world finds out who we are, come on, join us. It makes sense. It just makes good business sense. And I would close with this, but I don't want to forget, folks, coming off this election, there appears to be from our new government a renewed commitment to clean and renewable energy, to the climate treaties, to clean energy, to solar energy. This is important because if the tax credits stay where they are or get increased, as we take another seat at the climate treaty, as we bring the world together for renewable energy, this puts you in an extraordinary position. So recent events and even COVID, with 20 million people unemployed, with industries that have gone away that will never come back, this perfect storm, if you will, and I wish it didn't happen this way. We didn't know we would triple during a pandemic. We didn't know we would explode on the Inc. 5000 list in a pandemic. We didn't know that every week we would feature the executives from the largest solar companies in the world. Even last week, the #1 panel manufacturer in the world saying that they're redesigning their schedule and their planning based upon Powur's growth. There is no debate here. There is no risk here. There's just a question of whether you want to bet on yourself and be a part of the future of solar and renewable energy. As another example of that, I want to bring on another colleague. I'm on the corporate side. These gentlemen are 100% on commission. Charles, you have the ball.
Thank you, Bobby. Don't be jealous. I could get blown away in Orlando this week. What an honor to work with you, Bobby, and have the friendship and the camaraderie and the mentorship you've offered me over the last now close to 7 years. Thank you for all you do. And Fareed, phenomenal story, and to watch your blazing success you've had with Powur. It's truly an honor to work with you as well, my friend. For each of you who are looking at this opportunity, you might be questioning, what's the scope of this opportunity? If you look at this industry, there's 130 million single-family homes that are plugged into the dirty energy grid as we know it today. 90 million of those are eligible for what we do, which is zero down solar. But only about 3 million have made the transition. So if you look at market capabilities and what the trajectory of growth can be, we are seeing hockey stick growth within this industry. So you're looking at something that is truly ground floor. California's got the highest market penetration in the mainland US at anywhere from 8 to 14%. Everywhere else, it's about 0.5%. So with that in context, what you get the ability to offer is zero down solar, where the homeowner saves money day one when they go solar, ranging 5 somewhere to 60% sometimes, increases the value of their home. So compare that to what they're doing today. They're paying a monthly bill to a monopolized utility. They get no return on their investment other than the fact that their lights turn on. When they go solar, they raise the value of their home. Now they have an asset versus a liability. They fix the cost of that energy. And once the loan is paid off that we facilitated, they own that power source. They no longer pay for the energy that's produced. You can't do that on the grid. And that's the beauty of solar. What you get access to is what's called cost of goods. Best way to compare that is wholesale versus retail. And the example that I have here is an actual deal that I was involved in, that the cost of goods, which has actually come down since then, was $1.75 per watt, or 17,500 wholesale, sold at a retail cost of 35,000. There were certain equipment adders and things that the homeowner needed, but the net revenue was over $10,000. In most traditional solar companies, you're going to get 20 to 30% of the revenue. That's just the way it's designed. In Powur's model, you get 70% of the revenue. Powur keeps 30%. They give half of that back to, or set aside half of that, with a rev share plan for those who want to help coach and train others to do what you do, which is sell solar. That's all we do is sell solar and get paid quite well to do it. The average commission in the company today is over $7,000 per installation that takes place. Where can you find that type of revenue share? Certainly not in this industry. The out of the box warranties that we offer and our standard warranties, I'm going to talk about what else you get to offer, is a 25-year output guarantee on the panels, up to 25 years on the inverter, a 10-year workmanship warranty, and a 5-year roof penetration warranty. Those are very standard, in fact, higher than most companies offer in terms of warranties that are available. What we offer is an optional warranty where we can extend that warranty for 30 years with no extra premium. Powur in the warranty program covers all the parts and labor. The homeowner can register online, super simple, 24/7 access to a call center, and it's automatically transferred to the new homeowner. So the benefit there is you give true peace of mind that the homeowner never has to worry about another cost. With that type of offering, you're going to find that you're going to enjoy what you do, and you may want to share that with others. And when you do, I mentioned that Powur sets aside half of its revenue to support that program. You'll get 20% of revenue from Powur's side, not from yours. You'll still get your 70, but you refer somebody directly to use the platform. Each installation, they're going to generate 20% of Powur's revenue goes to you. Some of those people are going to do the same thing. And as they do, that creates what we refer to as leveraged revenue share. Some of the people who you enroll are going to refer others, and those who do, you get a portion of that as well. And it breaks out into 6 levels, tiers, generations, whatever terms you want to use. It's 20%, 10, 5, 5, 5, 5, down to 6. And on average, at your first level, those who are directly to you, it's $550 to get to where you can override. And the best way to compare this is EXP Realty, Keller Williams Realty, Prudential Insurance, Aflac Insurance, Solar City had an ambassador program. They just create that ability to leverage relationships. And we only get rewarded when we get panels on the roof. That's how we're paid. One of the game changers that Powur put together in this beginning, because we know a lot of people are coming that don't have solar sales experience. And the beauty of this is it's paid training. If you were to go to work for a traditional solar company today, you'd probably get $150 to $250 in your first handful of contracts because you're getting trained. They don't expect you, or you shouldn't expect in that case, to get a full commission. Powur, the compensation is so lucrative that they actually 50-50 split that. So as you're getting started and getting trained, you're getting the benefit of paid training while you're leveraging closers, mentors, people who are trained not only to use the platform, but how to educate and enroll homeowners in a better way to get their power. If you're a solar pro, you might be asking, well, I already know that. Well, what you don't know is how to use the platform properly and how to use the platform as a career pathway so that you can accelerate to become a mentor. All you require is one contract with a mentor, and that's your first contract. After that, then you can go on a pathway to become a mentor because you learned properly how to do that. The icing on the cake is the equity that Powur offers. As you get your first install, you're going to get 50 stock options. You refer someone to enroll in the platform, you're going to get 25 options on their first install. And then there's some performance goals. Basically, a couple deals a month, you get 500 options. If you do that in a calendar year, one a week, you get 2,500 options. And since you're with Powur before Powur goes public, you get to purchase discounted options. That's phenomenal. You know, how to put a value to that is difficult, but there are so many companies who've tried to do what Powur successfully has done. We've got companies that were $14 to $17 billion companies. Solar City was a $6 billion company, never made profit with rooftop solar, was rescued, I say it, by Tesla. We figured it out. Jonathan Budd put $1 million of his own money on the table, raised about $10 million, and has been profitable in scaling the first national company to scale and profit at the level of which they're able to do. What is that going to mean to the stock market when Powur does go public? I'll leave that to you to determine. Here are the coverage areas that we work in. Everything in yellow is where Powur is the general contractor. The benefit to that is that we get paid faster and get paid more. Every state that you see in blue, we are in the process of securing licensings. I believe we have 5 more states out of those that will be announced in the upcoming newsletters. And then once when general contractor through all those markets, we'll go back into expansion mode. So if you're in an area saying, hey, I live somewhere out here in these gray areas, can I still do this? Yes, you can sell. We sell remotely. The majority of our sales are done via Zoom, like we're doing here today. You don't have to live in one of those states to do it. The technology, Bobby mentioned, truly scalable. You enter in a few pieces of information about your customer. You get back a link to a dynamic proposal. I call it a savings report. From that, you can adjust the system without having any experience in design. You can request credit check. You can request contracts. You can then move that into the project management platform where everything's managed for you. Powur handles the accounting, the operations, the payouts. I rolled my company into Powur, where I used to have an infrastructure, used to have a staff, liability insurance, lines of credit, rolled it all into Powur. I don't deal with any payroll. I don't deal with any of the headaches of managing the business. I proudly pay Powur to handle that and get a lion's share of the revenue for what I do get sold. This is an example of what you'll see once you're a consultant in the platform. This is a way to just remove all those panels. Everything in red was removed, and that's the final design or prelim design that again goes to final design. You get access to every bit of pricing transparently displayed to you. You drop down menu. It's a super simple technology, unlike anything I've experienced in my nearly a decade in this industry. You get to choose from a wide array of loan options, displaying the true cost of goods, unlike any company that I've seen out there before. You get seamlessly, transparently displayed commission sheets. For those who are in the industry, you might look at that and say, that's $1.66 a watt. I was able to get access to that. And the 30-year warranty was $1.72 a watt total combined. And a project that you sold at a very small $2.05 made a commission of $9,000. That's the power of the Powur platform. With that, I'll recap what we covered in the previous slides. It's the 70-30 rev split. That's wholesale versus retail, equity ownership in the Powur platform, 6-level revenue sharing should you desire to earn passive income. You don't have to, but if you desire that, it comes with a very moderate $99 one-time onboarding fee and $49 a month for the technology. I look forward to the day that we have 10,000 people who are leveraging this platform, and what that technology is going to be able to do is only going to dance more than it does today. It's the best $49 a month that I spend. So we're speaking with 2 audiences today. We're speaking with an audience who here is live, and we're going to stop the recording in a moment and take your questions. And then there's those who are listening to the recorded version. Whoever sent you this recording, get their link, get your questions answered, and jump on the train. But be sure to get back to whomever sent you. With those listening live, stand by, and we'll go ahead and take your questions.